of all, second of all, Brandon, stop giving that motherfucker Keith a goddamn voice, because that's what he wants. He wants to get the word. He want to get y'all words twisted
Happy
the fuck
birthday,
around
Riley.
so he could turn it in. Thank you, baby.
Man,
So he can turn that shit in. He is nothing.
How
Nigga,
you
you,
been,
nigga,
motherfucking
nigga, you,
Buka number 7? I was gonna
nigga,
talk about
shut
somebody.
the fuck
Get
up,
your
you deaf
motherfucking
mute.
old ass up, bitch.
Bitch,
You got something to
bitch, if
say.
I thought
Shut
you
your
could hear me
motherfucking
clearly,
mouth up,
I would
bitch.
yell.
Get up
Nature
on your
boy,
old
nature
bitch.
boy.
I was just
We can
gonna
talk
suck my
with
dick with
emotion
me, bitch.
when you talk
Shut
with
your
liquid
old ass
courage,
up, bitch.
okay?
And
You
get your
talk
motherfucking
through
beard, you
liquid
hoe.
courage.
You low bitch. Shut
Wait a
your
minute, okay,
Somebody
motherfucking
get
hold
the
on,
deaf
beard
Riley,
mute.
up,
but that's just
hoe.
too much
Shut your
yelling. Like,
bitch ass
bro, we
up,
was
hoe.
talking peacefully. All
Okay,
that
I'm gonna
yelling,
stop
Shut
man.
your
yelling.
Girl,
motherfucking
we
I'm
was
gonna
mouth up.
stop
talking
You
about
yelling,
ain't
all
but
kinds
y'all,
of
never.
business too.
Get
Y'all
that
I'll
bitch.
still,
stop.
You can shut the fuck
thanks,
up with
Rod
our
Lips.
old
Appreciate it.
ass.
Thanks, Rod Lips.
yeah,
Appreciate it,
bye.
Rod Lips.
Bye, bitch.
Thank you.
Bye,
Just wanted to
old
yell. Like,
bitch.
we get the point, girl, but now you just want to just yell now, girl.
Thank
It's
you,
all
Rod
right.
Lips. Appreciate
We
it.
love you. Happy birthday. Go enjoy your birthday.
Who is this? Is these people coming up here because they got something to do with this, or are they just clout chasing? Which one?
Child, focus,
Shit,
lose focus.
y'all know
Now,
who I
Brandy,
am.
Brandy, please. Get
We
these
don't know
bitches
you,
the fuck
focus. Get
on. They
down.
just coming up here
Shit.
for fucking views and you always being nice to these nobodies. He ain't even throw you a fucking bean.
Period.
You
I
keep
am
bringing
clout
Okay,
these
chasing,
pretty
so
mouth
by the
ass
way.
bitches up here.
I am clout chasing.
okay, so
I,
so
I,
so let me address what happened. So I'm in my mind, somebody background loud. In my mind, I'm like, yo, if we the kings of this app, right? Why it seem like every time this nigga come around, we running from him, right? So I'm asking TKO, like, man, let's just address this shit for once and all. Let's
We
just
don't
put it
run
all on
from
the line.
him. Let's get it
So
straight, nature boy. We don't run
First
from
of all,
him.
I keep cutting me off
We
first
every
and
time I
first
cursing.
of
start
all,
talking. Y'all keep cutting me off.
and first of all, you
Okay.
wasn't the king of this app,
Y'all
nigga.
keep y'all y'all keep cutting me off every time I start talking. Y'all cut me off.
Nigga, you cut off
Because nature
everybody
boy, it's
yesterday,
the words that you
Go
saying.
ahead,
and you
man.
still,
Go ahead.
and the fact that you still advocating for the nigga, still talk about
I'm
scared.
not.
Speak for
I'm
yourself,
trying to
nigga. Don't speak for me. Ooh,
TKO. You on the phone, man?
you just like you, my nigga. So don't speak for me, like I
All
said.
right. Well, I'm not. I'm not talking for you. I'm talking for me. I'm talking from my perspective. But remember, you on the phone.
What did that mean, my nigga? Come on,
I'm
don't
just
I do
saying,
have
don't
like,
talk
let's
that shit.
just act like
Don't
we
be
on the
tough, my
phone,
nigga.
man. Let's
Now
act
let's
I
like
have
act
we
a
like
on the
que-
phone.
we right here on social media. Keep on talking, my nigga. Go ahead.
thank you.
Okay.
I
So
do
what?
I do
Oh God.
I'm so sorry. I do have a valid question for both Nature Boy and TKO. Yesterday, we did hear y'all say some pretty derogatory stuff about the LGBTQ plus community. As someone who I feel like I'm cool with both of y'all, I don't have an issue with either one of y'all. Uh, I would like to get some type of addressing onto that because a lot of things y'all was saying was kind of derogatory in that, saying as if somebody is less than a man or less than something because they did this or did that. And I just wanted to get addressed if that's kind of like how y'all feel, or what was that in the heat of the moment? Do you have any apologies or regrets or remorse about saying that? Because as somebody who is a member of the LGBT community that has sat with both of y'all on different occasions and have had a mutual respect for both of y'all, I feel I didn't take it personally, but as a member of
All
the
right.
community, I
Hey,
did have
say
I
an
can
I'm
respond to
let them
that.
just let them address that at the next conversation. I mean the next
Mm,
what you call
actually
it.
can I invite them? Could I invite them to
no,
my platform to talk about
hold
it
on.
on the interview? Actually,
No,
if you don't mind,
let
Brandon.
me respond. No, let me respond real quick to that. What's going on with that? It had nothing to do with the community because I fuck with Super, I fuck with you, I fuck with Savannah, I fuck with everybody. But I'm talking about this nigga. This nigga can't have the nerve to talk shit when he have fucking fingers up his booty hole. He can't say that he a man, he an alpha, none of that bullshit. When he was a gay ass stripper, my nigga. That's all I'm saying, and that's directed towards that nigga.
TKO.
How much you say?
And
I'm
I'm
not
not
even
about to
gonna
go back and forth with you. I ain't about to go back
I'm
and
not
forth
gonna
with you, nigga.
address
You can
that, bro.
speak. I'm gonna sit back. Go ahead.
Okay, so the way we had marketed ourselves out there is that we kings, we got self control, we're humble, and that you know what I'm saying, and we know how to, you know what I'm saying, address every situation like men. My thing is every time Pastor P come around, we was in a live and it was crickets. It was like we running from him. I felt like I was in the bush, and this nigga was Debo, and I'm like, yo, bro, why are we moving like that? And so I'm like, put him on a panel and let him talk, because Pastor P came on my live and disrespected my wives, disrespected everything that I stood for, offered me to come out to beat me up and everything, and I just stood there, took it on the chin because I'm a king. So I'm thinking like, what happened to the self-control when Pastor P comes around? Why are we getting all in the? Why we get our panties in a bunch and all that when Pastor P come around? It must be something there.
Let me speak. Let me say this. When it comes down to it, it's not necessary that nobody's scared of Keith. By no means is anybody scared of Keith. By no means times 1,000. The concept of everybody ain't able to sit at your table, it be that type of shit. TKO, self-control is when you don't speak to a motherfucker for months. When you let a motherfucker just talk months after months, just a month, just a month, just a month after month. So when a motherfucker
Facts.
finally says, you like, is this motherfucker really sitting right? He shouldn't even be sitting right here at my table.
Facts.
Motherfuckers ain't even worth conversation. It's a
Right,
privilege to sit at your fucking table. It's an
right,
opportunity to sit at your fucking table.
right.
So
I
TKO probably
feel
just sit up there like, I don't even want to worth mention this a hater. He
right,
take everything y'all say and do, bash y'all for whatever y'all say and do, then go off and try to do the same goddamn shit, or already doing the same goddamn shit times 1,000.
right.
Haters,
So
a lot
my
of time haters ain't even worth giving a reply to. That's why I don't
right.
reply back
So
to. Picture how many haters I got on this motherfucker. When you first came around, Nature Boy, you said I got haters. I said, nah, bro, I got haters. You ain't got more than Keys. No, I got haters, bro. You don't understand what they did. I said, nah, bro, you ain't got more haters than Keys.
right. So my
I
thing
don't
is
direct
this,
my
right?
energy toward a certain motherfucker. Everybody ain't worth your energy. So when TKO, if he was on the whatever that happened in the situation, it's probably on the back that he ain't even worth the energy.
Right. So basically, what I was saying and the whole situation was, well, because Pastor P does have a chunk of people on this app that is watching. So I'm like, yo, why don't y'all just let him say what he gonna say without responding if it's that way? Because the people, he got stuff that he got receipts and stuff. He trying to bring up, he trying to like say that y'all not the kings that y'all say y'all are. And I'm like, okay, for the people, why not let him come up without interrupting him, without getting all emotional? Because when you get emotional, and then as in yesterday, I'm like, yo, TKO, just chill, let him talk. TKO start getting real emotional. I'm like, yo, bro, you supposed to have self control. Just let him talk. Let him talk. If it's true or not, it
I
don't matter.
get
Let him
what
talk.
I don't know not to cut you off, but I get what you're saying. But the point of the matter is, see, we ain't getting niggas to buy us clothes. We inside our cribs and we living good, so we don't have to prove about being a king or what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general. I'm speaking from a brother. Like Brandon don't have to sit up here. We know this nigga make a hope. We like you might don't know, but you know the world really when everybody know, you don't got to do that. You may have to try to do that, but we don't. That's the point.
Let me
Thanks.
now let me speak
When you
after
making hundreds of
bro.
$1,000, $50,000 every month, man, nobody got to do none of that shit to none of these motherfuckers.
But the reason
All
why
right.
you making
Hold
that
on, hold
money
on,
is
hold on. Let me
because of
speak
the
Yes, she
next.
people. The
did.
You
reason
Hey,
why
getting
hold on.
you
Let me
lost
making
speak.
in
that
Let me
that.
money
speak
is
next, because
because of the
Brandon
people.
been
Let's
everybody
doing
not
got
this
to
get
shit
it.
for
speak. Let me
years,
speak.
bro. This man ain't
Let me
started
let's
doing this
not
Hold on.
let's
Let me
yesterday.
not
speak
get it.
next.
But
Let me
let's
respond
not
next.
get
I'm
it
the only nigga
twisted,
that didn't
right?
respond.
The
Hold
reason
on.
why
Hold on.
you're
Hold on. I'm the
making
only
that
nigga that didn't
money is
respond. Hold
because of
on.
the.
Hold on,
Hold
Let me
wait a
on.
minute,
let me
because he
speak.
Let
had
me
money before Big go. Let's
hold
not
on.
Bro,
Hold
switch
on.
that.
Hold on.
I'm the
Hold on.
only
Hold
nigga
on.
that didn't
Hold on.
respond. Let me respond to what I'm
Wait,
Brandon,
saying.
hold
mute
on.
the
I
Let
got
Brandon,
let
let
him
me tell y'all
Brandon,
something.
share.
mute the Brandon. They
Well, I
talking over
wasn't done
each
talking. I
other.
got interrupted.
Mute the
Hold
Let me
on, but
finish
I'm the
Brandon,
though.
only one.
Brandon.
Hold on, but
I
your shit
wasn't
was
done talking though. I
but your
wasn't done
shit was
talking.
about me. I'm the only nigga
I
that didn't
wasn't
respond
done.
on the panel.
I know you
Hold
could,
on.
but
Let me
hold on.
respond.
Hold
Just
on,
like
bro. Let me
everybody else
finish.
respond.
Let me finish what I'm saying though.
That's the shit I'm
Let me
talking
finish
about,
what I'm
nigga.
Mhm.
saying. Let me finish what I'm saying. Because I was interrupted by Super. So, but the thing is, no matter how much money you getting it off the people on the app. So the people matter. The people want to know. So you have to address the people and pay attention to what the people want to talk about
Well,
because they
all
the
the
reason
people
why
don't
you
want to
getting
know.
them.
Nah,
Nature Boy fam. The
All the
people
people
already
don't
hold
want
know.
to
on.
know.
Hold
Yeah,
And
on.
if they don't,
everybody
First
then
of
know
I
all,
ain't mentioning
already.
them knowing. The people already, they already know.
Everybody already know.
First of all, my people don't want to know none of that shit because my people already respect and know what my character is. So let me explain
Period.
to you what real self control is. Self control is when you got everybody coming at you saying that you murdered motherfuckers, set up murders on this app. Niggas is dogging your name and you don't speak back to nobody. You have self control. You doing your
Ain't gotta
part.
mute
You
me.
give out good energy every fucking day, every motherfucking month. You get up on here, you do your own thing, and you don't worry about people. That's self control. When niggas is coming right directly at you, uh, uh, slandering you, putting your name, calling you pedophiles, calling you rapists and not saying nothing back, that's self-control. So just because you addressing a nigga, that's drama, that's entertainment. And what you say, you the main person say you ain't here for the people. You say you ain't here for the people, but now you here for the people, you here for the drama. Come on, nigga, you a walking contradiction, and that's it's hypocritical. So what I was doing was actually self-control, sitting back and not addressing this shit. That's real self-discipline, my nigga.
All
Mm-hmm.
right, so
Like a king.
let me say this too real fast, Nathan. Boy, this since one the people what people want to know is this: how can you, as a man of you say principles, values, morals, characters, and everything, go against the motherfuckers that fuck with you heavily, that took on your haters as if it's theirs, that broke bread with you, that go so hard for you? If anybody say anything, they'll defend your name times 1,000. You'll go against motherfuckers like that for the motherfucker that don't even like your existence, that bashes you daily. You, your queens, everything you say and do. Over the fact that because of, and if your excuses, well, because we came on, he didn't show the self control when we was on the panel for the 10 minutes we was on the panel. And if all it takes is some shit like that, people definitely want to know, or they probably already seen what your loyalties, values, principles, and everything stands for. As a man, as a king, as a god.
hey, as a king and as a god, I'm gonna tell you like this. At the end of the day, I for real, Keys, you saying that y'all had my back. This nigga he keeps saying shit that all my haters say about me. Every time he get upset, he go to a thumb in my butt, or he talk about my wives, he talking about my clothes. Y'all niggas trash me more than anything. And let me say this. I done more.
I ain't talking about TKO right now. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me right now. The fact that you could even utter some smut on my damn name. Y'all go back and forth. That's what you and TKO been doing for years. But y'all still would break bread with each other. 1 week, 2 weeks later, y'all cool. But we talking about me.
All right, let's
Yes,
talk
I
about
want
you
to
now.
know, was I called a puppy? That's all I want to
Let's talk
know.
about me and you, Keys. Keys, let's talk about me and you. Let's say it. I done more for you than you done for me. That's a
Oh,
Hey, boy, you ain't this. No shade. With all respect to Carbon, I'm trying to make sure I get my morals right. But even if you look at your numbers, Nature Boy, it showed that I broke bread with you way even more. Even though we did some business deals, but I broke bread with you even way more. You even came on with TKO. Broke bread with TKO. Definitely shout out to you for that and salute to you for that. The fact that we can build this business camaraderie, even fuck with each other on and off the app. And I hate to get it to the point where, okay, throwing shit in the motherfucker's face, but we can't even, it ain't no comparison. No shade, bro. I took on all your haters as if they mine. Most of what you got, most of what Big O done gave for me, for you being in the Keys agency, you done got, if not 50%, probably 75% of that back.
Hmm.
Let me
Hey,
say
I got
something.
shit on my chest I
Can I
want to
say
say.
one
Can I
thing,
say it
Brandon?
without
And then
being
I'm gonna
muted?
let him talk. Let me say
Can
something
I
about what
say
he just said.
can I say
The
what I
thing
need
about
to
it is,
say
you
before
saying you
without
did
getting
more for
muted?
Brandon. Let me say something. The
Whoa,
people that's gonna come
whoa,
for his
bro.
list
Hold
that
on,
hit
hold on, bro.
I
Let me
don't hold
finish
on for a
talking.
motherfucking thing.
Oh
Let me
my
say what the
God.
fuck. The people that hit high numbers on his motherfucking charts Without him having to go in his bag, is the motherfuckers that's looking out for Brandon, baby. When Brandon is on
Facts.
your goddamn list, but throwing you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dragons, bro, and you still ain't got no money, nigga, and you still borrowing clothes, you ain't do a motherfucking thing for my brother, nigga.
All right, so now let me talk
That's
without
what we
Okay,
without
and
you
I
talking
got
about, nigga.
interrupting.
You
hold
still
on,
ain't
Let
hold
me
got
on.
talk. Let me talk without you interrupting.
Hold on,
Let me
let,
talk.
let me say something before you
Let
say
me
something,
talk.
Naked
See, it
Boy.
won't let
Before
me
you
talk.
say
It
something,
won't let me talk.
hold on, baby. Hold on,
Keys, let me talk.
before you say
Let
something.
me talk.
Hold on,
All right,
hold on.
hold on. Hey, hold on, wait, hold on a second,
Let
hold
me
on a
ask
second.
you.
Hold on a second. Nature Boy and Kim.
All right, let me talk. Now, if you my agent, let's make it make sense here, brother. Because we not retarded here. We intelligent beings. If you get paid for me getting paid, and then you drop dragons on me, don't you get? Never mind. I'm gonna leave that alone. But
That's
let's
smart
say let's
business.
say this. Let's say
That's
this.
business.
Let's say this. Everything that Brandon has done for me has been for himself, and that's how it's supposed to be. But I'm gonna say this: when it comes to what I've done for Keys, I've done more for Keys than Keys has done for me. Think about it. Think
Nature
about
Boy.
it. It don't take rocket science, bro. It's not rocket science. Use your brain. That's it. Press one
Nature
if you
Boy.
know that's true. Press one if you know that I did more for Keys than Keys done for me. Keys, you work for me. You my
But
agent.
Okay.
listen, you can't, he don't work for you. Mute that nigga, please, because you work for him. That's why you up here now. So the point of the matter is you wouldn't have a position. You got on here with the top agency and got positioned. You was the nobody. We didn't know you. Nobody. He already got people who hit 3 million, 2 million, 5 million. He good. So you was more of a now you another person he got to take care of, put on, introduce to the app, connect to all his big dogs on the app so you can get followers. He used his brand for us to know you right now, homie. So what did you do for him? Yeah, well, yeah, I totally understand what you're saying, but if it weren't for Brandon, I wouldn't be tiptoeing around this bitch how I'm tiptoeing because when I met Brandon, I had nothing. So he positioned me to get a coin, regardless if it benefits him. He helped position me to be better. So you have to look at it like that, bro.
When it
You a
comes to Nature,
motherfucking thing, nigga.
and people knew about him. I didn't know about him until I got on Bigo. Until they introduced me on Bigo. I didn't know about Nature Boy. But I started reading. He got a whole lot of haters and all that. However, when he got on Bigo, everybody was saying, get Nature Boy off Bigo. Right around, press one in the comments, y'all. If I'm
Then
lying.
somebody saying
If,
that he had
Of
followers on
course they
Instagram and
said that.
salute.
wait, yeah. Press one in the comments right now if I'm lying. If I'm telling the truth, y'all. Everybody said get Nature Boy off Bigo. Get him off Bigo. He don't need to be on no motherfucking app. They said get Nature Boy the fuck off Bigo. I took on your haters as mine. I know my energy is real. I took on your haters as mine. I said, don't even worry about that shit. Our first phone conversation, I said, look, I know you got haters. I got a whole lot of them. Bring them on. You got haters, that's what up. I said, don't worry about them. I'll take care of them. A few weeks later, month, 2 months later, that hate Nature Boy wave was done with.
Was done because of
Now,
me.
Brandon.
Now
Now,
look.
Brandon.
Now
I know. I need you to stop lying, Brandon. You know
come
damn well
on. You
when the
needed that.
people were telling
You
me
used that
they tell
negative
you to get
content.
Nature Boy out this motherfucker live, and you did that shit for money. The Brandon, you need to stop that lying now.
Stop it, man. Ain't nobody stupid. They said they wanted me off the app,
Kimmy,
but
shut
you
the
like the
fuck up, you
controversy.
dumbass
You
bitch.
look. Everybody
Shut your
everybody
bitch ass
knows
up,
that
Kimmy. Ain't
negative.
nobody fucking
Whether
talking to you.
whatever whatever what I'm saying to
Yeah,
you,
why is
Keys, is
that
what
bitch even here?
Fuck up for the people in the comments. Shut up, bitch.
even
Shut
though
up.
even though people were saying fuck Nature Boy, they hated me. It was content, and that's what you used it for, bruh. It
Damn.
was content. It was content. It made you relevant.
Content, content, definitely. But the same
Everybody on here.
content, definitely. But the shit that you done off the app, people were saying, uh, he don't need to be on no app. We getting him banned off all this stuff. He don't need to be on no app. That's what everybody kept saying. And I'm like, yo, send me some videos. What are y'all talking about? Send me some videos. Nature Boy said this. Eb going to back for you times 1,000. But the shit he said ain't worse than none of the shit these other motherfuckers out here done stated. I felt like the people was being biased towards you. I said, you ain't said shit worse than what everybody else on this motherfucker done said.
Okay, so why we lying with Keithers though? I don't know. It just made
I
me
don't
feel
know.
like some fuck clown shit.